What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. We are finally back, and I just want to start this by showing you this 2025 CBR 600RR. Doesn't need anything else, at least from what I think so. And so far it is fully done. With our Yoshimura exhaust. We got our storm grip, tank grips, crash protection. Gotta have the domino grips, of course. But today, it's not about that. Today is about another beauty. Stay tuned. So, in today's episode, I want to talk about this little baby that I just recently picked up. And it's no other than a 2025 Kawasaki ZX-10. And let me tell you, this thing is a beast. Last video that I did, I was riding on my 2025 Honda CBR 600RR, and going back to a 1000cc, let me tell you guys, is no joke. It is definitely a lot of power for street use, that's for damn sure. But I want to kind of break it down today. Let me see. I want to kind of break it down, show it off in stock form, and kind of talk about a little more about my last video. So in my last video, I was describing my experience after I crashed my 2024 Yamaha R1. It was unfortunate. I didn't quite catch all the oil on the street, and it was a corner. I mean, I don't want to say this is a corner, but it's kind of something similar to this right here. And I mean, it was definitely a little more arced, and with all the oil in the street, it was too late for me. And I think that mistake was when I caught it, and then instead of slowing down, I wanted to switch lanes right away, and by doing so I completely low-sided, falling down, getting completely hurt. It was a horrible experience, and after leaving it there, it was from bad to worse due to the fact that the motorcycle got stolen, and that was back in July. So think about that, is that I learned a big lesson in that. Make sure that don't leave your bike anywhere. If you leave your bike somewhere, please make sure you have somebody to come pick it up right away, because bikes are very easy to steal, and I had to learn it the hard way. But I just want to stop here real quick and kind of show the new bike. Let me just stop right here. Actually, let me put it in the sunlight. Much better. I mean, there's a lot of handicaps, so I should be okay for like 5 minutes. So this is my 2025 Kawasaki ZX-10, completely bone stock, and I wanted to get the all black just because I love how the gloss pops in the front end. Like, this pops. And yes, everything else is matte, but I don't know if the camera does it justice. But there's like pearl in the paint itself. And then see, there's also details of gloss itself. So this bike is bone stock. I have not done anything yet, and honestly there's not really much to do on this bike. Comes with Brembo master cylinder, Brembo calipers in the front, Showa suspension in the rear. I believe the rear caliper is Nissan. Is it? Let's see. Yep, it's a Nissan. And the only upgrades I've done so far is, of course, the quickest fucky. Gotta put that on. That's funny. And this is not an upgrade, but I just wanted to match something at least green. I wanted to record. Ooh, ladybug. What's up, buddy? Sorry. So I wanted to record this before I start doing any work on it. And like I said already, jumping back to 1,000 is definitely a different experience. Is a lot of power, and you feel that power, the instant response, the instant torque. If you're not careful with this bike or with any 1,000, you will get killed. I just suffered that back in July, which is not a good experience that I would like for anyone. And things that I learned from that was, most importantly, have insurance, people. I did not have insurance, so currently, yes, I am paying the Yamaha still. I didn't want to say that, but I'd rather say it just because if somebody's watching this video, I'd rather people know what you get into when you don't decide to do certain things, just for the sake of saving money. What's that gap? Is that normal? Yeah, honestly, guys, I picked this up for Christmas, the day after Christmas, and I have not ridden it until now. I've been very busy with work. I'm trying to make more time into doing this, and then also I recently started streaming on Twitch, so it takes up a lot of time, and honestly, it's worth it. It's worth it. The time consumption in Twitch, I mean, it's funny. I get to meet a lot of great people. So far, I've met really amazing people, and I love to play video games, just like what this channel was originally about. It was about writing, talking about video games, showing you guys different video games. But with time, I wanted to switch it up a little bit because I wanted to learn more about motorcycle riding, which is what it should be about. It should be about putting in the seat time, of course, not in the track, but on the street, and getting to understand motorcycles more and more, since I just started back in February of last year. Another proof, look, we're finally getting some blue. I don't know if the camera's catching that. We're finally getting a little bit of blue. I picked up this bike actually used with 500 miles. Oh wow, those pipes down there are really blue. Oh man, I don't know if oh yeah, you could probably catch that. Nice. So I picked this up with about 500 miles used. I got very blessed, very lucky. I didn't have to pay the assembly fees, installation for tires, installation for this, installation for that. The warranty is still covering the bike. I believe it's still covering it for about, not very long. So it's not very long, but there's somewhat warranty. But you can also buy the extended warranty from Kawasaki. So far, I love this bike. I love the fact that both your headlights turn on at the same time. The RAM intake is huge. Look at that. That is huge. And for me, going from a R1 to a CBR 600, which is a little baby, and jumping to this, way different experiences. Honestly, the 600, I want to say I'm not 100% used to the bike, but I'm about 80%, because I get on that bike and I know exactly what it could do. I know what it's capable of. I know the feeling, the handling. I'm starting to finally get an idea on how to properly handle a bike, how to properly I'm not gonna say lean, because this is street riding, but how to properly handle whenever you're taking corners, how to point your toes, how to extend your lower body, upper body, depending on what you want to distribute weight wise. This bike being 1,000, it is a different class, way different class. Any 1,000 is a different class. And if I didn't say it already, this thing will kill you if you don't know what you're doing. So less yappy yappy and more righty righty. I love the technology on this thing. We're back to having, guys, going from a CBR 600, even though it's a 2025, it has nothing. Like, it has none of this. None of these extra, this especially, none of that. It's bare bones, which I found it to be such a great option for being able to learn your bike very well. The technologies, yes, they're very helpful. They're very helpful. But the thing about the technologies is that they're helpful for you not to kill yourself, crash. But what's the point of having the technologies when you're kind of constantly want to push the limits? There's no point in doing that. Instead of pushing limits, you might as well just turn it off. Now, because everybody that gets on a bike is always going to say the same thing. No, I'm not going to ride fast. No, I'm not going to do this. No, I'm not going to do that. You're going to do it. You're going to ride fast. You're going to want to. I mean, how hard is it? Like, look at this. How is that not pumping your blood when you hear that? Like, even I'm an example of somebody that was like, no, like, I'm not going to push it. How is it that last year I went from an R3 to an R7 all the way to an R1? You know, like, it still baffles me a bit. Let's get moving here, see how this thing feels a little more. How many miles is this thing? Total time, battery, 553 miles. And another thing, my CBR 600 does not have quick shifter or auto blip. So going back to quick shifter and auto blipping, oh my goodness, I'm in love. I'm in love all over again. Like, it is such a feeling to be able to do that. And mind you, on my 600, I did install a quick shifter. I installed a heel tech quick shifter and a gear indicator, because that's another thing. The 600RR does not tell you even the gears, which is crazy for a 2025 motorcycle not to display what current gear you're on, which it's still bad. That's another thing that really baffles me. It's like, brand new motorcycles of the year, and they don't come with certain tech. So I had to install that as well. And it's not like this one where you change gears and see it goes down to 3, 2. No, you have to like pull on the clutch, and then once you let go of the clutch, that's when it registers what gear you're on. So sometimes you gotta actually remember what gear you're on. Quick shifter on this thing compared to aftermarket, look, the aftermarket option works great because it does. But when you have a factory quick shifter, like this thing is, look, it's butter smooth. And the auto blip, I mean, let's try it out. 4, 3, like, just that feeling alone is something else. But the purpose of this video is kind of as a comeback for me, and as a confidence builder for myself as well, because I wanted to continue doing this. It's just that I wanted to take a break, and I feel like it's finally time to try to make more videos, because I took a personal time off so that way I can clear my mind, and I wanted to get over some for better lack of the word, some addictions that I just felt like it wasn't good. Like it wasn't good to like have in my life, and honestly I prefer being without it, which now I feel amazing. I feel refreshed, renewed. Like I don't have to think like that I'm limited because I can't do certain things. Like I can do anything now, anything that I want to. And I'm actually gonna take some pictures here, but I want to make this brief. If you guys like the video, let me know. Hit the like, subscribe, check me out on Twitch. Name on Twitch is the same name as this channel, so Be Not Me. And I pretty much am streaming everything. I'm right now I'm playing Pokemon AZ Mega Dimension, which, I mean, for me to ride motorcycles and play Pokemon, who cares? Like, that's what I like to do, and I like to play everything. So sometimes I'll play Pokemon, sometimes God of War, sometimes, I mean, Lost Soul aside, there's been a lot of games. So I'm pretty sure there's always going to be something. And Resident Evil's coming up in February as well. So catch you guys in the next one. Peace. Yeah, but this thing definitely is going to need a little bit of work, starting with chassis adjustment or suspension adjustment, because honestly I do feel like from factory, I mean, then again, I don't know if it was adjusted already, but it feels very stiff. It feels more stiff than the R1, which is a little strange for it to be that stiff. But you know, we'll learn how to do that and then make the proper adjustments. Yeah, but this thing definitely needs some crash protection, engine protection, the tail tidy for sure, and a little bit of things here and there. Maybe eventually get to the exhaust, but yeah, it'll be a slow work in progress. We'll move along accordingly.